great. Lighting's great.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, just before we.
There we go. Okay, David Ball. We're gonna just ask a couple questions here that relate to your experience with Northwest Hypnosis Institute, and Bruce Terrell's the teacher. So, David, when did you take the course?
I took the course June 10th through June 27th of 2024. So I just recently completed the course.
Excellent, excellent. You know, I know you're the kind of guy to do a lot of research out there and see the different courses and whatnot. What made you interested in taking the course with Bruce and Northwest Hypnosis, and what was the thing that made you want to decide on this is the one for you to try?
Interestingly, I was less dissuaded by price or persuaded by price. I was willing to actually go someplace and do some sort of residency in order to be able to learn. But I called and talked to Bruce directly, and he said, "Well, you're welcome to call anytime." I didn't realize how busy, how accomplished he really was, but he always took my call, always was beneficial, always helpful, and I just that's what I wanted. I wanted somebody that was going to provide more than just a course, some mentoring, and I got that, and I feel like I developed a friend and a mentor out of it.
Wonderful. So, in addition to having the course, you really feel like you've developed a friendship and a mentorship with him, and he's eager and willing to spend the time to help you as you go along.
Absolutely, that's been my experience, which is really refreshing to me.
And did you take a look at courses that were like 50% were video and all that? Was that the fact that it was live with Bruce 100%? Was that helpful?
Being live was for me was always beneficial, but I did look at courses that were only on video. I'm used to self-study, so it didn't matter as much initially until I realized how beneficial it was to have classmates in which we could practice, which we could do things together, and at any time if there was a question, Bruce was there to answer the question. So instead of spinning my wheels trying to figure it out myself, I was able to get an answer in minutes, as opposed to 2 or 3 hours of trying to dig and then hope I had the right answer.
Right. And excellent. And so that leads into sort of the idea about the uniqueness of Bruce's teaching style and positivity and interaction. What can you tell us about training with Bruce? What is it like?
It just absolutely enlightening, but it's probably the one word I'd use is personable. He is a personable person, and when you feel that, you feel the sincerity, but you also come to understand the knowledge behind that. So he is able to fluidly broach topics and answer questions and raise other ideas on how to do things better, because he has that wealth of experience.
Yeah, he brings a lot of experience in there. What did you enjoy about the classes themselves? What did you enjoy with the taking of the classes and the interaction with the students?
Well, I had classes. I had students from all over the world, which is really nice to have people from different cultural backgrounds, but also from different vocational backgrounds, and to see their perspective, how they could apply it in their lives or their profession or vocation. It just made it seem, I just saw how ubiquitous the benefits were of hypnosis across, almost all businesses and classes of people.
Yes, absolutely. What did you find most interesting about that, about the hypnosis itself and about the impact on people? What did you find most interesting?
I found that if you will suspend disbelief for a little bit in order to try, you will immediately realize, oh my gosh, this is life changing. And it's not like you're giving up. I was fearful of giving up control. I was fearful of being subjected to somebody else's will, not a problem, not even in the least. It was just a matter of kind of hyper focus. For me, I had in college, we had kind of visualization types of things to imagine performing better in sports. That's what it is. It just, and so that wasn't foreign to me. But I think that's probably the thing that was most enlightening to me.
Wonderful, wonderful. And so, are you currently taking hypnotherapy clients? Have you had an opportunity to? You just finished school.
I just finished school, and I have tried. I've started going out and seeing people, but it was more for research type of purposes. I have a number of friends who business owners, physicians, attorneys, and my wife's the CEO of a company. And so just asking those kind of leaders, how would this benefit? How would you use this? And so now I've got it kind of honed down to my educational background is in kind of health sciences. And so I'm thinking about actually approaching cardiologists in working with cardiac rehab, because I have certifications in exercise, in nutrition, in health coaching. And so all those things, plus probably 300 credits of college credits in health sciences, I just feel like that's where a lot of people are experiencing loss after a cardiac event. A lot of people are wondering what's their future going to look like. So there's a trying to help with loss, with grief, with their future. I think that hypnosis would be an absolute wonderful thing to help bridge the mental as we address the physical.
Absolutely agree. Yes, I love it. You're talking my language there, my friend. Absolutely fantastic. Now, people are out looking at different courses. They're out on the web. They're trying to find a hypnotherapy course. What would you say to someone considering one of those other kinds of places by comparison? So what would you say to someone looking at Bruce's course versus other courses?
Without equivocation, I would exhort and extol people to use Bruce. I don't know how anybody could compare. I just to have the resources, to have the knowledge, to have the access to that information. I've used coaches all my life, whether it's athletics or whether it's business. Why would I not use somebody who understands hypnosis and how it can be applied? So I would say use Bruce. Northwest Hypnosis Institute is the only place you have to stop.
Excellent. Last thing I would say is, how would you say this has changed your life? Taking the course with Bruce has changed your life?
Oh, for me personally, I had misinterpreted some events that had happened while I was younger, and so that kind of became hurdles. Overcoming those, it was just like carrying weight that it didn't have to carry. I had successes, and sometimes those things became motivation, but I didn't necessarily have to have that. But I also had some limiting beliefs because of I've had some wonderful successes. I've had some flaming failures, and some of those limiting beliefs I've coming from a lost relationship. It really impacted self-image. And then I looked at some of the self-imposed inhibitions that I put on myself, and all those things. I just feel like the fetters, the bands that are kind of holding me back, I've been released, and now I can hardly wait to get out. I feel like I'm 20 years younger.
Wow. That's fantastic. Well, thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to say or ask about Northwest Hypnosis and Bruce as a trainer?
I just Bruce, you're the best. That's all I could say. So I just okay.
Thank you, brother. That's a wrap. Let me